Captain, I just received an interesting offer from one of Rogan's former men. Seems he's got some exotic cavalry that needs a home. Your doing, I trust?
Rogan's pipeline was through Gormak Zach, and Zach works for me now.
You've got the magic, Captain. Won't be another crook in the galaxy who can touch you. You've got Rogan in full retreat. He's calling his surviving lieutenants for a war council. I checked into all of Ivory's bolt holes. The one on Tatooine seems to be the one still active.
Rogan always shows up to spoil my good time. Let's give him a taste.
Hear, hear. I bet I could get a good bid price to see the look on his face. This is your chance to wipe the slate and call the biggest criminal empire in the galaxy your own.
We've been through a lot together, Captain. If it wasn't for you, I'd have walked away from some of it. But if you gave me a choice between you and the rest of the galaxy, I'd still be here at your side. I love you.
I didn't think men like you existed. You make me want to be the lady you think I am.
Fun.
I love you too, Corso.
I know. Nice to hear you say it, though.
Think of you as family too, Bodar.
Captain, I just want to say thank you. I could never have imagined you would put up with me for this long. When I first came on board with you, I thought it was going to be a few weeks at most before you left me on some isolated moon.
Once you're in my crew, you're family.
Aw, Captain. You'll make me cry. Seriously, though, this is my family. More than the Jedi. More than the one I was born to. I've never been able to be myself anywhere like I have with you. I'll never leave you.
Why am I here, Captain? I've been clear about my reason for joining you, but I never understood what you want from me. Am I a hired gun, or is this something more?
It may have started that way, but now you're part of my crew. Your family.
We've a proverb. Ali Arisha Taldine. Family is more than bloodline, but it refers to adoption by a clan, not... Why did you assemble this crew? It is too momentous a decision to make on impulse. Do your loyalties truly lie with the Republic?
The Republic is a big, self-righteous pool of money, and I've got swimming privileges.
The Republic worships its own weakness. They waste their warriors defending those who cannot care for themselves. They call for loyalty to a government of strangers instead of a family and clan. You could do better.
Never thought I'd say this, but you're my favorite partner in crime. You make beating the odds look easy, Captain. The secret is always fighting people who are dumber than me. That appears to be most of the galaxy. Never realized you were a genius. I've definitely learned a few dirty tricks from watching you work. Think I might have found a few of my own. We'll find out at our next death-defying showdown. I can't wait.
this make you proud? You fool the Republic into drowning you in honors while you fetch and heal for the Empire. Maybe you'll kill me, but not before I show the galaxy that you're a traitor.
I'd hoped I was driving you crazy, but I never meant it literally.
The joke's on you!
You're awfully trusting, Captain. A man helps you once so you can trust him forever. A woman gets selected so she'll be loyal to the office. See what your patrons are saying now.
Once that idiot captain takes out Rogan, the rest of the gangs will fold. We'll have the whole underworld locked up.
Then the Void Wolf will keep his promise? When the Empire wins, I'll have a planet of my own?
I never got to thank you for rescuing them from Rogan at Port Nowhere.
All these missions. You were the one behind them?
I never thought you'd survive the King's ransom, but it was awful good-hearted of you to clear Rogan out of my way.
When Ivory gave us Rogan's strongholds, that was just a hit list for the Void Wolf.
Now there's no one left to stand against me.
Since I'm dead anyway, what are you doing once you own the underworld? Gangsters make notoriously bad slaves.
He's put together a pirate fleet. The Republic expects an attack from outside, not from gangs within their borders.
Jane, SWTOR, finish this off.
You were duped. Doesn't raise my opinion of you, but it does put us on the same side. I'll get your back, you get mine.
I don't trust you, but I don't think you're smart enough to do all this to trick me.
Apparently it doesn't take that much.
How touching. Too bad it ends here.
I'm man enough to admit you saved my life. Guess that's worth a ship full of blasters. You win. I'm just glad all the good you did the Republic was real and not another setup.
Say it again. I just want to savor this.
Savor the memory. Beyond you and me, the Void Wolf's got most of the galactic underworld working for him or running scared. He needs to go down, and I'm too old to do it. But I'll give you any weapons you need out of my personal vault.
Not that I'm turning down free stuff, but does that do me any good if we can't find the scum?
The Void Wolf's flagship is at Corellia. He was part of the plot to force its government to sell out to the Empire. My guess is Darmus and Dodonha are with him. You want to chase them, I can put you in touch with Correo, a fence I work with. Glad I never managed to knock you off.
You probably think I'm chasing Debrillion's throne to get rich, don't you? Credits are just a means to an end. You must want all that money for something. I've seen what bad leadership does to a place. Aldrin, Nar Shaddaa, even Coruscant. They all suffer because of who's in power. I'm not looking to plunder Brillion. I want to make it better, run their society the right way. I knew that mercenary attitude was a lie. You're a bleeding heart do-gooder. Admit it. Don't be ridiculous. I'm talking about political survival. Every successful leader has the same strength. They're perceived as generous by their subjects. Give the people just enough of what they want, and they'll leave you alone. That's something the King of Dubrillion doesn't understand. For a second, I thought I was seeing a whole new side of you. False alarm. I'm just saying what everyone else is thinking. Nothing wrong with that. I can make this work. It's all about negotiation, and I'm good at that. I'm just thinking out loud now. We should get back to business.
Tell me, Captain, how do you choose your path in life? What guides you?
I prefer improvisation. Only a fool gets locked into a single way of thinking.
You're like a starship without navigation, flying blind. I adhere to the SWTOR, the core of what it means to be Mandalorian, the sacred law giving us direction and purpose. Education and armor, self-defense, our tribe, our language, our leader, all help us survive. We must educate our children as Mandalorians, obey the commands of Mandalore, speak Mandoa, and defend our clans.
Did you leave out something? I didn't hear anything about serving the Empire and wiping out the Republic.
Every action a Mandalorian takes is because of the SWTOR. It tells us why we fight and whom to kill.
You for hire? The Republic needs every gun that's willing. Corellia's under Imperial control. Every squad, soldier, and CO in the galaxy is fighting to get her back. We thought the Empire had taken the planet by force. Turns out, they had the Corellian Council's blessing.
I can't see the average Corellian agreeing to that.
The people of Corellia made the first strikes against the Empire. Unfortunately, they didn't do much damage. The Empire's taken over factories, shipyards, even local transport. The transport blockades become the most urgent problem. The Republic's got allies all over Corellia. But without access to the rocket tram system, most of the Republic army is stuck here.
You need someone skilled to regain access, I take it.
We've got our hands full just holding this spaceport. It's the only pipeline to Corellia we have left. Corellia is a core world, a major industrial hub, and one of the founding members of the Republic. If we fall here, it might be for good. General Aves knows more about the trans system situation. He wants to see anyone willing to help.
Sounds like the tram's the only way out. I don't much like being stranded.
I'm sure the soldiers we're cut off from don't much like it either. General Aves has a command bunker here in the spaceport. I'll tell him to expect you.
General Aves, I was told you could use some help.
Captain, more than one officer has told me you can get things done. Corporal Hartke explained we've lost access to the rocket trams, but he wasn't clear to know why. The Empire's gotten their hands on some modified neutron emitters. They're using them to wipe out anyone on board the trams.
I'm guessing you discovered that the hard way.
The minute we landed, I sent my best squads ahead on the tram. They were dead before they reached their stop. The Republic has allies all over Corellia, but they're no help if we can't reach them. We've got to find those neutron emitters. We've received word that Corsac may have intel on the neutron emitters' location. They've carved out a safe haven in the red light sector.
Red light sectors are usually full of criminals.
Not anymore. Lots of civilians hiding there. Most of the casinos, clubs, and cantinas have been shut down. Without trams, the only way to reach the red light sector is on foot, and Imperial shock troops control what's in between. If you attack the Empire's supply camps, the shock troops will be distracted. My escort will move to meet up with Corsac as fast as we can.
I'll make a big mess for the Imperials to clean up.
We don't have time for hotshots. Get their attention and get out. Once you reach the red light sector, meet me in the Gilded Descent. It's an old casino turned Corsac fortress. I'll let Corsac know we're coming. We'll be right behind you.
Whatever else happens here, I'm looking forward to kicking the Empire off Corellia. It's payback time, Captain.
במוסם מקדם ביוצ'הו ביקה בארץ. אל דני זה צ'וצ'קה פרוסטייבין האונדלברמי שהקמתי.
You know where a man named Correo might have fled to?
יתי האך בנה את סוש בניה הסלאולום.
No doubt the usual sort of business. My assistant, Hereda, of the Drawl. Seemed the war didn't heed our wish, Captain, though Sharis made it back alive and whole. I trust you're here with Senator Dodonna. She arrived days ago and has been overhauling our strategy against the Empire.
Stop her. She's selling the Republic to the Voidwolf so she can become supreme dictator of her own little world.
That's quite an accusation, considering Dodonna's word is your only source of credibility in the Republic. Do you have proof? The Senate will require evidence.
I watched a recording of her and Darmus plotting to betray the Republic.
Darmus Polaran? His relationship with Dodonna has been the top scandal on Coruscant. Freda, check our records. Darmus Polaran's a known criminal. Does the SIS list any aliases or safe houses he's used on Corellia?
Achib et busho el haaretz acher yatshata mishom.
You think I'll stumble over Darmus just sitting at home?
It's a place to start. Maybe you'll find out what his plans are or where he is now. If you find anything useful, I'm waiting on the link.
Welcome to the Gilded Descent. Corsac had the intel on the neutron emitters ready and waiting for us. The emitters are at Coronet Shipping. They're a major distributor of starship parts and weapons. The place is built like a fortress. Unfortunately, the Empire's using it as shock troop headquarters. That makes a straight assault impossible. Too many defenses.
Can we bring those defenses down somehow?
With a few months of careful planning, maybe. But we don't have that kind of time. Nearly every place on Corellia has a back door. Corsac thinks some of the Solonian tunnels run right under Coronet Shipping. The Solonians haven't dealt much with the Republic, so I sent a Corellian to do the negotiating. He should have been back by now.
Who is this Corellian exactly? Can he be trusted?
Cole Kantaris, a former captain in Corsac's Council Guard. The man's impulsive, but he hasn't let me down yet.
Sir, Imperials attacked the rendezvous point. Captain Kantaris and the Solonian have been captured.
Someone tipped off the Imperials. Do we know where they're being held?
There's a captured Corsac station nearby. It would have the cell blocks and fortifications they'd need.
Corsac needs to keep the red light sector secure. You've got to free Captain Kantaris and his Solonian contact.
If they've been interrogated, the Empire might know your plans.
If they haven't, we're in the clear. Either way, I don't trust them with the Imperials for long. These Corsac stations have room for plenty more prisoners. Help them if you can. But Kantaris and his contact are your primary concern. I'll put Corsac on alert, and tell my scouts to watch for any sign of them. Get going.
Cole Kantaris? General Abe sent me to get you out of here.
Just in time, too. I didn't like the looks of those Imperial interrogators. This is Goss, head of the local Solonian Sept. She can get us inside Coronet Shipping.
Whatever's threatening the Solonians, we can help. If I get them out, is there somewhere safe they can go? Will you two be alright from here?
Place looks pretty cleared out. Goss and I will get back to the red light sector and meet up with General Aves. The Imperials will hit the Solonians hard once they discover our escape. You better move fast.
Darmus, this is Nevis, kid. Those blasted Imperials are getting closer. We're ready to risk your plan. Meet us by the Pirates' Hall Cantina. Every true Carillion patriot will be there. We'll blow open Supply Tunnel 26 and come up right in the middle of the Imperial forces. Hit those leeches where it hurts. The Council won't sell Corellia out from under her native sons.
Dharma seems to have hooked up with some rebel leader named Nevis Kit. They're trying to blow open Supply Tunnel 26.
Darmus ingratiated himself quickly then. Nevis Kit used to be a captain in Corsac, the Corellian police force. Now he leads our fiercest squadron of guerrilla defenders.
He must be working with Nevis Kit to undermine Corellia's defenses.
Yatima, macha, abdesho, khembe, ye meisho. Yahenet, badecheb, boomeshevet, batisa et kolum batepk.
We need to keep that tunnel sealed. The red light sector's one of our only safe zones.
Let's show these Corellians the true face of Darmus Paulerin.
If Darmus has the trust of Corellia's defenders, he can do great damage. Go now and stop Nevis Kit from carrying out this mad plan before the Imperials overrun us. And bring Darmus back alive. His testimony is worth far more than his head.
Corellia will not fall. When we blow this tunnel, we'll pour down on the Empire like an erupting volcano. We... the Imperial traitor. Shall we bow to the Void Wolf with her? Or teach her what real Corellians do?
Traitor! You're dead. Nobody turns against Corellia.
Why does everyone always believe the worst of me?
I've been trying to figure that out. I think it's got something to do with the hair.
I already told them how you stole Bamoran weapons and White Mark cloaking technology for the Void Wolf. Many of them were quite offended by such behavior from someone on a senator's payroll.
String her up!
This whole Patriot thing is a sham. He's just in it for the hot lady rebels.
Getting desperate, are we? Obviously, the lie of a woman scorned. I admit, I once loved this woman, until I heard her speak oaths to the Void Wolf in her sleep.
No, seriously. He's kidnapping women from across the galaxy for his shipboard harem. Last night I saw him with a young drow girl.
Don't be ridiculous.
It's true. He tried to lure me into his ship last night to see his rare artworks.
He was flirting with my daughter!
Where's Lily? Where'd you take her, you monster?
Code 11? Code 11, I'm under attack. Send backup.
Zarmus betrayed us! We're lost!
Looks as if you did need some additional support.
Darmus got away. He's fled back to his Imperial masters. Nevis Kit, Corsac. Sorry about that misunderstanding. These aren't Imperial droids. They're local models. Counselor Kaikos' factory.
Kaikos was one of the counselors who opened the doors to the Empire. Imperial troops are using his factory as a field hospital.
Maybe I should send Darmus some flowers.
If Darmus Palarin retreated with the Imperial troops, that's where he'll be.
We've been trying to blow through the Kaikos factory. They've got it surrounded like you wouldn't believe. We planted a doctor on the inside. He hasn't found any weakness in their defense.
There's gotta be an access point. Sewage pipe? Medical waste shipment?
It's soldiers out and casualties back in. Nothing else with a heartbeat.
But if we convince them they're under attack, enough to send all their forces out at once. If you draw them out with staged attacks at multiple locations, we can keep them occupied with hit-and-run tactics. There's minimal risk.
Then our doctor can sneak you into the factory to find Darmus.
Who is this guy? How's he gonna get me inside?
Dr. Shibata. He's a medic for Corsac. His wife died in the Imperial attack. You can trust him. I'll tell him to meet you at the triage station. He can sneak you in along with the Imperial wounded.
Enough Corellians are fighting with the Empire that you shouldn't draw immediate attention. Call me when you reach Darmus Palarin.